If there's one thing that has defined this classic, it's the statements that have heated up the atmosphere. And from both sides, you know? Let's go over each and every one of them. We'll go in chronological order so you can see how everything happened throughout this week. Regarding what was said by both sides, both Chivas and América, ahead of this weekend's match, I'm Jesus Bernal, and I thank all of you for your attention. Thank you very much for being here with me to talk about the latest, not only regarding Chivas, but also the National Classic. That's right, so stay here with me because we're going to talk about this topic. But first, let me invite you to Caliente Mexico. Click the link I left for you below in the pinned comment and take advantage of the welcome bonus. All you need to do is register and boom, you get this bonus right away. You already know, Caliente Mexico, click the link I put for you below in the pinned comment. Without further ado, let's start this video with the latest news about Chivas. Thank you. Well, it all started last Wednesday night. The first one to talk about this situation was Raito Brian Rodriguez, who sent a message. Well, he didn't really send a message, obviously, to the people of Guadalajara. And that's where things really started to heat up. What did Brian say? What did he comment? It's very brief and very short, but listen to the América player.
Reading of the classic, Brian. Reading of the classic. A tough match is coming. Yes.
For them ready.
Thank you very much. Brian specifically said, well, the match will be really tough for them. The following day, Thursday, it was clear that there had to be a response. There was a press conference held by the Chivas team, and that's where Diego Campillo appeared, who responded to Raito like this.
Well, I think for us every match is really tough because everyone always plays their best against us. Everyone always gives their all against Chivas. So, we're calm here. We know it's an important match, but it's no more important than those we've played or will play. So every match is the same for us, and well, we play them like a final. From our streak last tournament started with América. From there we won, and a string of victories followed. So I think it's a match that's gonna be tough, but it's not special compared to other matches.
And in that same press conference, Brian Gutierrez would appear. We have to remember that he's one of the latest signings brought in by Chivas, who arrived precisely in this tournament. And there was a possibility that he could go to América, a situation that didn't happen. And in this press conference, he explained why.
I wanted to ask you if it was true that there was a possibility you could have played for América and you chose Chivas instead. Thank you.
Yes, I think there was something about that, but I think I had the final say and it was always Chivas.
And to top it off, the one who came to put the cherry on the cake was the captain of América, Henry Martin, who also spoke about this topic. He talked about this situation with the match and assures that the classic. For him, playing at Akron doesn't weigh on him. In fact, for América, the classic at Akron doesn't weigh on them. Let's see it.
Last tournament, they said the same thing in our favor, and we still lost at home. I think that answers your question that you can't have favorites in a classic. We have shown that we've stood on that field, and it doesn't weigh on us that we've stood on that field, and we've responded. We've given the joy that everyone wants and everyone deserves. And today, once again, on Saturday, once again, we're going to fight for that. The team is solid. The team is still building itself even more.
Well, there you have all the statements that fired up the match during this week. Now, talking about tomorrow, both teams, both squads are going to have absences. In the case of América, it will be Sendejas, a very important absence for the Águilas. They won't have him. He won't be considered because he's injured. He missed the midweek match, and he won't be coming to the stadium. Akron, he won't even make the trip to the city of Guadalajara. On the other hand, regarding Chivas, there's also the issue of Luis Romo, who isn't fit to play, who won't be in condition to appear. And in the end, both sides have very sensitive absences. In the case of Chivas, their captain and the one who orchestrates attacks from the defense. In the case of América, obviously their most talented player in the front of the attack. So, both squads are definitely going to be weakened, and the coaches will have to use creativity and hard work to replace these two players. How are the teams coming into this match? What has happened with them? How have they been working throughout the rounds? It's clear that Chivas is coming in at a better moment. América's results haven't been optimal, and here we can see what América has done in the tournament. A scoreless draw with Tijuana, lost 2-0 to San Luis, and drew 2-2 with Pachuca. They just scored their first goal in round 4, where they beat Caxa 2-0 and defeated Monterrey 1-0. On top of that, you have to add that they beat Olimpia from Honduras 2-1 in the CONCACAF stage and drew 0-0 in the return leg. What does this mean? That América's great strength is based on their way of defending? They're a team that concedes very few goals. Very few goals. In fact, look, in Liga Mexico, they only have the 2 goals conceded against San Luis. Those are the only goals they've allowed. The other 4 matches ended with a clean sheet. It's a factor to consider, of course. And on Guadalajara's side, how are Chivas coming into this? Well, it's a totally different situation. It's a team that's the overall leader, and so far has also managed to work in an excellent way. This championship, with coach Gabby Milito leading the way, there are the results he achieved. Chivas beat Pachuca 2-0, beat Juarez 1-0, beat Querétaro 2-1, 3-2 against San Luis, and 2-1 against Mazatlan. Here they struggle a bit more in defense, with 4 goals conceded, but it's the best attack in the tournament. Chivas has so far recorded a total of 10 goals for. Literally, this weekend, the best offense and the best defense of the championship will face each other. And well, in fact, today, América will be arriving in the city of Guadalajara, and Chivas will be finishing their preparations. That's a bit of what we'll be seeing today. América's arrival in Guadalajara and Chivas finishing their preparations. Today, the Rebaño will train in the afternoon. Chivas training will be in the evening. So, well, let's see what this session brings us, and also with the call-ups. And there we'll confirm everything that's been said about the absences. Just to finish, I just want to remind all of you that the Guadalajara team and América will face each other this Saturday. The match is scheduled for 9 p.m. Central Mexico time, and you'll be able to watch it on Amazon Prime. Video for the United States and Canada at 9 p.m. United States and Canada, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, and you'll be able to watch it on Telemundo. There you have the options so you can enjoy this match. All right, we'll leave this video here. Thank you very much for your attention. Keep subscribing, commenting, sharing, and liking, and we'll see you next time. I'm Jesus Bernal. Goodbye.